request. A federal judge could decide today whether to grant former President Trump's request for a special master to review those materials seized from his Mar-a-Lago home.
That's right. The hearing is scheduled to begin at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Last night, the Trump legal team argued the FBI's search of his Florida estate was, quote, unprecedented, unnecessary, and legally unsupported. Now, those remarks were directly in response to the Justice Department's Tuesday night legal filing to oppose a special master. In it, the DOJ included this photo of some of the documents federal agents recovered from Mar-a-Lago. Let's bring in CBS News congressional correspondent Scott MacFarlane now. Hi, Scott. Great to see you. So how is the former president's legal team arguing at this point a special master is still needed to review these materials?
Hey, Tanya and Errol, they filed this 20-page court motion ahead of today's hearing, laying out the argument they're expected to make. One of them is that this special master, this independent third party who would hold and review the records before the Justice Department could continue or conclude its review, would help keep separate anything covered by attorney-client privilege, keep that separate from the federal investigators and keep that with the Trump team. And the Department of Justice has said it's already done a filter review to look for items that are covered by attorney-client privilege, but the Trump legal team says they want to do their own separate check through a special master to make sure all attorney-client privilege material is kept separate. But also, they're making a more fundamental argument that they believe or they suspect the Department of Justice could leak out some of these materials seized on August 8th. And if the materials, the records, are in the hands of a special master, leaking is less likely to happen. Let's see how the Department of Justice responds to that accusation during the court hearing in Florida today.
And Scott, it's interesting because factually speaking, nothing appears to have changed so far. Some wonder that if this request for a special master is more about running down the clock or at least delaying the other ongoing investigation. So if this request is approved, how might that impact the Justice Department's criminal probe?
Yeah, that's a genuine, if not a strong possibility, Errol. If a special master is approved by the federal judge in Florida after today's arguments, it could slow down, if not paralyze, some of this investigation. It could. We don't necessarily expect the judge to make a firm decision or ruling today. Often federal judges will take things, what they call, under advisement, which means there could be an actual order days, weeks, or months later. That in itself could stall things, but also the naming of a special master could inhibit this investigation in some way. It's far from clear exactly how it would delay the investigation because the Department of Justice hasn't said much beyond their court filings about what they're doing. But in the federal court system, there are always delays, and there are appeals. There are appeals to circuit courts of appeals. The clock could start ticking a little more slowly if a special master is approved.
All right. Well, Scott MacFarlane in Washington, thank you so much.